Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Brian with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Hey, it's Wednesday and we are here. Things are going crazy this week. So, yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we go too crazy here, I got a little bit of housekeeping to do. Last week, we were asked what's the mode of keeping the inside of the truck cool when you're sleeping in the truck. And Robert suggested a Black & Decker 10,000 BTU portable AC with remote control, and it's white. So that's what he uses to keep it cool. He does have a 3,500 watt uh, generator on the truck as well, so you're going to need that to run your electrical. Now, for the heat, he has a Give Best portable electric space heater, 1,500 watts to 750 watts. It'll heat up 200 square feet in just minutes. It's got a good safety device. If it gets kicked or whatever, it'll shut itself off. All right, so I wanted to do that because we said we'd answer those questions, and now we have. So now that that's done, welcome. Glad to see everybody here. We're going to thank our veterans and first responders for all they do and all they continue to do for this country. Thank you. Our charities of choice, of course, is Wounded Warrior Project and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Now, guys, if you want to work with me directly, you can go over there to the Patreon site. You'll see it there on the bottom. You can go over there and you can sign up for one of those programs. I'll work with you directly to get you set up or whatever you need to do. And whatever money's made over there is matched by us at the end of the year. We make $1, we contribute $1, and we give the charity the money at the end of the year. So thank you for helping us help them. All right, tonight's topic is choosing the right equipment. That's our topic tonight. I get asked a lot of questions about it. One other thing that came across to me this week was I was asked, can you do this as a side gig? And the answer is really, if you have the money to support a truck payment, a trailer payment, and your insurance, then yeah, you can do it as a side gig. If you don't, then no, you can't. Because remember, you may be doing this as a side gig, but that truck payment, that trailer payment, and that insurance is full time, baby. It is full time. So, yeah, so that's the answer to that. All right. Diesel prices are up again. It's tracking up, man. 386.5 national average, and that's up another 5 cents a gallon, 5.2 from a week ago. So, yeah. All right, news. All right, Hurricane Beryl, man, just busted the crap out of Houston. It just all of a sudden took a sharp turn and tore through Houston on Monday, leaving at least 8 people dead, over 2.5 million without power. As of Tuesday morning, the Cat 1 storm still the Cat 1 storm still has over 2.2 million Texans in the dark. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is so that you understand that the Houston area is no place to go. Don't take a load in there right now. They don't have power restored. So if you're looking around for a load and you see one going to Houston, no, don't take that load. Okay, so this is why I'm telling you. There's going to be nothing out of Houston, and you're not even going to be able to deliver it. You're going to have to hold on to it. So remember that. That's why I'm telling you this stuff. Here's some of the streets and pictures from Houston. Look at that mess. That's just a mess. Now, Barrel's still running across the United States, and there's watches and warnings out in Illinois, northern Indiana, southern Michigan, central and northern New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So if you are traveling up through there at the moment or in the next day, you're going to see some heavy wind and probably some substantial rain. So please be careful and increase your following distance. All right, well, this came across the wire. It says Love's has started numbering truck parking spots. And we were curious. I actually was curious enough to think that maybe they were going to pay parking, but according to Love's, that's not what it is. They said the numbers is actually to assist deliveries like DoorDash and Walmart. You can give them a spot number so they can find the truck easier. Otherwise, they're going to get lost with three to five blue Freightliners sitting side by side. This is what one person said. And then another trucker says that the numbered spots are useful for shop workers who are trying to locate a truck in a Love's parking lot. They also said it was set for safety purposes so that in an emergency situation, they can guide a ambulance or emergency personnel to that spot rather than just trying to, guess. So that's what that's all about. All right, guys, I've been warning you about this for a minute. Operation Safe Driving Week is underway. Watch your speed. July 7th through the 13th. You should be watching it all the time, but now they're watching you. So watch what you're doing. They're looking for careless and reckless drivers in and around a motor vehicle and by a commercial motor vehicle. So be paying attention. It's happening as we speak. Brake Safety Week, August 25th through the 31st. Get out of that trailer, start looking at this stuff, and make sure your brakes are working correctly. All right, picture of the week. Here's Robert's picture of the week. I really like this picture. It's a nice looking tarp load he put together there, and I appreciate it, Robert. It looks good. This is a picture from Steven. He's got her bogged down, man. Looks good, Steven. Good deal. I like the way you have it weighted across your axle. This is some of the crazy shit you see. Now, this happened in Missouri, okay? And it happened a little while back, but who did not leave themselves a way out? Okay? It's craziness. Now, let me jump on here a minute, and I want to tell you guys something. This is what happened. Mila and I were running a little short load. We were in the center lane because we had traffic merging. So we were merging traffic. And this is off of my dash cam. I'm going to give it to you regular, and then I'm going to zoom in so you can actually see what happened. But I'm telling you, people are stupid, and you have to keep your head up and your mind in the game, because you won't believe it, but this shit happens all the time. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Manual recording will now start.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Manual recording will now start.
Now, I want to tell you something. If that had been a semi at 70 miles an hour, that guy had died. He'd have drove right through him. That was a 70-mile-an-hour interstate, and that dumbass pulled out in front of a vehicle, that white pickup, just pulled out in front of him. I don't know that he even looked. He just pulled out. So leave your way out. Increase your following distance. Make heads-up decisions on what you're going to be doing. Because by the time, when I looked up and I saw that what was happening, do you see how far away I was looking? And I didn't even see that vehicle sitting on the side of the road until it moved. Okay, it was the motion that caught my eye. So, guys, watch what you're doing. All right, let's go under the hood. Pretty much everybody's running. I think everybody's got their fingers and toes. Nobody got them blown off over the floor. I'm running the service van with a little bit of help this week. There's Charlie. Once she got in there, she would not get out. So just so you know, there's where she's at. She's the help. She's giving me some directions on how to back up in this picture. So yeah, that's Charlie. She loves to ride. Loves to ride. All right. I ran yesterday. I got a Miami load that pushed to next week. I'm running in the morning. That just came in. And I've got another load next Monday. So next Monday, Tuesday, I'm running again. So yeah, it's very busy, very busy. The parade and the 4th was great. We had a blast. I got some pictures to show you here. There's the van all cleaned up. There's Bessie all cleaned up in the trailer. This is the beginning. This is where we were staged at, getting ready to go. There she is, standing proud. There's Mila and Mila's mother and father. That's Nikolai and Hope. There's the van back. There's everybody slinging candy. I mean, these guys chewed on some candy this year. I had one in particular, a buddy of mine from the Marine Corps. I swear to God, I think he threw $800 worth of candy. That's all of us in Monroe. We actually didn't go to the ball game this year. We went to Monroe and just kind of sat around and watched the free fireworks. But going from my right to left, the big boy over there is Roman, and that's little Emma. That's Anna and Mila and myself. And that's Serge, and that's Tanya. So that was the crew for today for the fireworks. And then, boom, we saw one. That was it. All right, IFTA guys, if you don't know, you need to know that IFTA and state huts need to be completed this month. Ours are done. It's finished. Tickled to death that it's over. So there's your hut. Don't forget it. And that's it, man. That's pretty much, that's pretty much the weekend review. We had a rousing time at the parade. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Okay. Let's see who we got. We got Robert, Kelly, Roger. Okay, now they're chatting. So, yeah, we got some people in the room tonight. Glad to see you here. I love to see you. Appreciate you coming out. So let's talk about hotshot trucking and choosing the right equipment. Now, I will tell you now that going into it, when I first got into it, I'm coming from a semi. So hotshot is totally different than a semi. And if you don't, number one, you don't know what you don't know. And number two, when you're stepping into a new situation, you've got to pick somebody to talk to, because all the research, you can go to YouTube University and watch these videos. I try to give you the best information out there, but a learning curve is pretty steep when you're dealing with $100,000 investment. If you screw it up, yeah, it can cost you everything. So what I want to first talk about is the truck and choosing the right equipment. Okay. A reliable 1-ton truck is usually enough for hotshot. Okay. You're better off with a dually than you are a single rear wheel truck. And that's because the single rear wheel truck only has a 7,900-pound axle. So that all of a sudden becomes your weakest link. Okay. You don't want your truck to be the weakest link. So pay attention to that. And, when I bought my truck, I tell everybody I ordered it. I spec'd it out exactly like I wanted. So, yeah. All right. So, new or used, no older than a 2018 with low miles. You go back older than a 2018, and I'm telling you, you're going to have trouble. Look, guys, you get into an older vehicle, and you can ask people that's on here quite often. You get on, they will not hold up under this pressure. I'm telling you. You get back. I got a guy right now. He's going home. Why? He's got a new engine in the truck. That's not the problem. Everything around the engine's falling apart. That's what happens. And that's what you have to understand. That engine may be as strong and beautiful as it can be. But let's go this way. If you put a new heart in me today, a brand new heart, I got a great heart. My knees still ain't worth a damn. My back is tired. You get what I'm saying? Your truck is still old, and it's still going to let you down. Okay? Because you're not, it's not grandma's grocery getter anymore. You're running the shit out of these vehicles, and they won't hold up like that. So be very careful with that. All right. Size 35, 45, 55, 100, 350, 450, 55, or 550. No problem with those. Now, plus or minus, a lot easier to sell a 3500 than the rest, or 350 than the rest. The 450 and 4500 are going to be a little bit stiffer, and you're going to have to keep commercial insurance on that vehicle. Okay. 5500 or 550 rides like a road wagon, and you got to keep commercial insurance on all the time. And on top of that, they're a lot harder to sell. Okay. Now, 4x4 or not. There is no or not there, guys. You must have a 4x4 in hotshot. It's not a question of if you're going to need it. It's just when you're going to need it. I use mine not all the time, but I have used it a bunch. And most of the time, it's getting in and out of construction sites, and we do a ton of that stuff. So 4x4 is a must. It's not. I left it there as an option, but it's really not an option. Now, you can look at a sleeper or not. Okay. Now, that's going to depend on you. If you're planning on staying in the truck, for me, at my age, I would have a sleeper if I was planning on staying in the truck. Robert's got a sleeper. It's just what it has to be. Now, me personally, I stay in a hotel every night, so a sleeper's not necessary for me. But it's all in what you want. You have to realize something is you're going to have to pick and choose whether or not you're going to stay in a hotel or you're going to stay in the truck. Hey, and it matters not to no one but you. So recommendations. Here are my recommendations for a truck. You need to have a 350 or 3500 heavy duty with a turbocharged diesel motor and 4x4. That's plenty for Hotshot. Okay. You go bigger than that, you know, you're just getting more weight, and I don't see any need for it. Stay away. I will tell you this, guys. Stay away from the 22s and 23s simply because they've had a massive amount of problems. We call them COVID trucks. So for whatever reason, the 22 and the 23 is just really suffered. And when I say that, I'm only talking about the Ram. Okay, I don't have no experience with the Ford, so but you suspect they're all about the same. All right. Now, if you're going to have a sleeper set up, I would, if it were me, do a 4500 or a 5500. Okay. And the reason is, I'm sorry, a 4500 or I know we have a 5500, but I'm trying to get my mouth right. I would do a 4500 Ram or a 450 Ford as the chassis, and that's as big as I would go with it. That 5500, it's a rough. It doesn't matter what it has on it. It's rough. And I'm talking to Robert on the phone sometimes, and it sounds like he's flipping that truck over. So, you know, yeah, I rode in it a couple times, and that son of a bitch is rough, man. All right. Now, a few other things you want to consider when looking at your truck. You want to consider if you're buying new, it's easy. But you don't want to go out and buy a platinum, guys. God almighty, don't buy a platinum. Don't buy the Longhorn. You're buying a work truck. Okay? All that foo-foo stuff is just shit that's going to go bad. You don't see guys out there, unless they're running a show truck with the very top of the line stuff. Because the guys out there that are running and making money aren't spending it on seat warmers. Okay? Not spending it on things that make no difference for you to haul that load. You want to add something to your truck, get a 50-gallon gas tank. Add that on. So remember, you're buying a work truck. Treat it like it's a work truck. Not treat it like that. I don't mean treat it badly. I mean, be smart about what you purchase. My truck is a tradesman. The 5500, a tradesman. So, yeah, you just got to be smart with what you're doing. All right. Trailer, new or used? That's your first question. All right. You're going to be able to buy new or used. You need a reliable 35-5 with mega ramps, or a 40-foot straight deck is usually enough for all hot shots for what we do. If you start looking at these much larger trailers, you're going to have to pull the bed off the truck, registered as a semi, and go that way with it. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But you're going to chew on some fuel, man. These trucks aren't made for all that trailer. New or used, no older than a 2016 with a trailer with low miles. And if they have no maintenance records, you can consider it had no maintenance. And that is no bullshit. I will tell you right now, because I keep maintenance records on everything. Why? Because DOT requires it, guys. So if this guy's running this trailer, it's a 2016, he's run it for all these years and had no maintenance record, it hadn't maintenance. All right, manufacturing wise. All right, so PJ, Big Tex, Load Trill, Diamond C, East Texas, West Texas, Gator Made, Kaufman. Pick one. Okay. You can start with Diamond C at the top. It's going to be your very top of the line deal, and you're going to pay 50 to 60 grand for exactly the same thing you can buy for 25. Okay. PJ and Big Tex are both made by the same people. I've had good PJs. I've had bad PJs. So, you know, my only thing with them is when anything you buy, be sure you go inspect the welds and make sure the welds are soft. Now, do you want air ride or not? Do you want a winch or not? Maybe you want an enclosed trailer. Maybe you want to do that kind of hot shot. Do you want enclosed or you want a flatbed? These are this is your path. You have to choose. Okay. My recommendation for flatbed loads that we haul would be a well-built trailer with winch tracks. That'll help you haul a little bit heavier loads and secure them more easily. A reliable 35 and 5 with mega ramps or 40-foot straight deck is usually enough for hot shots. All right. If you're going to go buy used, inspect. Okay. Stay away from 22s and 23s due to the issues. I have a lot, or have had, I've since had them repaired, but have had a lot of broken welds on my 2022. So when you're looking at the welds on them when they come out of the factory brand new, you just assume, you know, it makes an ass out of you and me, but you assume that everything's okay. But during this time, everything slacked off and they were pumping out trailers, but those welds were terrible. So, you know, those are what you have to deal with. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's see what we got. Now, get your questions or comments, concerns, whatever you got. This is what we're talking about now with equipment. So it would be great if you would please keep it to that topic. All right, let me dump this off. All right, do we have a question, comment? What's your rent on purchasing an enterprise truck? So I would run from that. I've said it a million times on here, Roger. When you rent from the enterprise deal, you are not only now have to make your profit, okay, but you have to make their profit. So I could never, when I looked at the agreement, I couldn't make it sense. I couldn't make sense of it in my head. It did not make sense to me. They're charging you a per mile fee and a per month fee. And if you're running the kind of numbers that we run here, it's going to eat you alive. So I do not recommend renting that kind of stuff. Purchasing. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm so sorry. I thought you were talking. I saw enterprise truck, and I went. Well, they're fleet maintenance. Okay, so depending on the miles on them, if I needed a truck and it's fleet maintenance, I would buy an extended warranty on it and run the shit out of it. That's what I did. So, yeah, I mean, purchasing a truck instead of leasing, it's a whole different other animal. You know, again, inspect, inspect, inspect. Make sure that when you take it on a test drive, you drive it over 50 miles. Over 50 miles. And you tell them when you leave there, I'm driving this over 50 miles. I'm telling you. Because if they clear the code through the OBD2 port, if they clear all the codes, the warning codes, those codes will normally come back on within 50 miles. Okay, so you won't know if they've cleared them, but if you drive it 50 miles or so, they'll come back on if there's an issue. So, yeah, man, whatever it takes. As far as enterprise truck sales for used trucks, at least they're fleet maintenance. That's what I'm saying with that. Okay, so yeah, absolutely explore it. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate the question. All right. The alternative living. Hey, buddy. The only reason I was looking older was the fact that pre-2012 did not have a DPF. And I get it, man. I understand your concern with pre-2012, but remember what I told you. Whether it has a new engine or not, everything around that thing's falling apart. Okay? And the guy I've got right now that I was talking about earlier that has the truck, got a new engine, everything around is falling apart. He's headed home now, radiator burr up. I'm telling you now, guys, these older trucks, they're just not going to hold up to this kind of abuse. It's not really abuse, but it's a hell of a lot harder than the normal truck gets run. Okay, so I understand what you're thinking, man. I get it, but you know, the downside to buying, you know, a system with a DPF, when you go check that truck out, if it has a DPF, make sure you look at your engine hours and sort of watch it with the mileage, see if it makes sense. The 5500 that we bought used, it only had 100 and some thousand miles on it. Holy shit, it had 4,000 hours of idling time. So the whole system was just garbage, and it cost a shit ton of money to fix. So just be careful what you're looking at, man. And if you're a mechanic, maybe you can get away with it, but you don't want to be under a load that you're going to have to repower. Okay, and there's nothing worse than going down the road knowing that shit's about to fail or could fail anymore. You know, I get what you're saying, man. Thank you for the question. Your choice, fifth wheel. Dale, fifth wheel. No choice. There's no question. I did the gooseneck for a couple years. Bought a fifth wheel. Those over there, if you would. Did a fifth wheel and will never go back. The difference in hookup is night and day. Granted, you're going to pay a little bit of money to hook them up, but we got to get some lights on. It just got dark around here quick. That's better. Thank you. But that's good. So yeah, absolutely. A fifth wheel is by far the best. If you can't afford it in the beginning, you know, because they are $1,600, $1,800, something like that, depending on what you get. But you're going to need to get a 30K fifth wheel. Don't buy a 25K. That's not enough to pull. All right, think about it. Your trailer's going to be 10. You put 10 on the deck, that's 20. You put 18 on the deck, that's 28. You just overloaded your fifth wheel. So you need a 30,000 pound. And I buy the Kurt. I like the Kurt 30,000 pound fifth wheel. But yeah, thanks for the question, Dale. What else we got? All right, so everybody's got this all done. We have no more questions. If you got anything, let me know. Hope everybody had a 4th of July, a great 4th of July. That's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite holidays. What you got, Miss Me? Robert, where's my shirt? Like the wife said, she wants one. What shirt?
Like that.
Oh, with the flag on it? Oh, this flag. Yeah, these are the new and improved shirts we just got out. And it's going to change one more time because we're going to do a ratty flag, a little bit different flag. But yeah, Robert, next time you're in town, grab you a couple of them, man. Send Mama one. All right, so that's pretty much it for this week. I'm getting up in the morning and taking off. We had a load come in tonight that needs to be run. I'm going to go get it and run it. I may be going Friday on another run. I quoted one going from town over here to another town up in West Virginia. So I may be going there. I know that I'm going to South Carolina on Monday and then maybe Miami on Tuesday. So, you know. All right. Last chance. Any questions? All good? All right, guys. Thank you for coming. I truly appreciate it. You know, love your family, guys, because it's all you got. And if you need me, I'm here. I even answer my phone. Not as much as I used to, but I answered a lot. So if you need me, call me. And we are almost out of here. I got to find the button. I'm screwing everything up tonight. What happened? I got it. See you guys.
Approaching 9:30 and my patience is about to run dry. Oh,